Back in Week 9, the Broncos lost their first game against the Chargers. Can Los Angeles finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Herbert on first down now. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On first down, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 93 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Yeah, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree. So everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run here with Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd and short, they'll try try and pick it up through the air. Hard throw, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now. Whitfield. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man is the tight end Troutman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Herbert now. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, Roy Wasser handles the kickoff duties.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got it complete to Perkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 17, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21 in effort. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Sutton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the 50, here's Herbert. The left side complete to Troutman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 2nd down. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 7. Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Whitfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
down at 10.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Robinson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Whitfield. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Herbert now. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10 from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Here's Herbert. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert throwing again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Justin Rohrwasser on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. look to throw. Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. More from Ella. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On the ground with a tight end. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down now, Whitfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 27.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And they will take a knee here.
Justin Watson on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.